Hey guys, as you guys saw, there was a handyman here. I'm building these bookshelves. I don't know if you guys remember this room really, but I had those like open concept shelves that I had gotten from Home Depot. I hated them the moment they were installed. They looked so bad, so cheap, and it wasn't like the vibe that I was going for. At first I was going to have someone come and create like a built-in situation for me here, and I still might do that. But for now, I figured I would just go with the Billy bookcases from IKEA, especially because they dropped this beautiful color that kind of matches the floors perfectly, kind of. They are a little bit darker than the floors, but they are the closest match that I could find. And they kind of like match this like rustic stair. It kind of matches, okay? Like it's a nice flow. The Augsburg doors to the bottom to kind of give it a cleaner look. And now I'm gonna put the, and as you guys know, I bought all those color coordinated books that I'm going to probably put under here on the shelves once I install them, and just make the top part like decorative pieces. For example, like this little stoneware thingy. So that's kind of like the plan that I have, and I feel like it looks so much nicer. Currently in a Hobby Lobby. I grabbed this little jug thing for the shelves. I think it looks really nice. I also grabbed this one with two handles. Love the rustic look, love it. And I got this one. And then I have this one here, which is just simple white. Will really add a lot of little brightness to the cupboards thingies. And then I have this little stone sculpture thing, which I think will look really nice on top of like a book. I was walking past and I saw these stems. I love the muted shade of them, so I think I'm gonna grab a couple. They're pretty expensive though, so I'm not gonna grab too many. Maybe just two. Maybe like two. I feel like I'm gonna do these just because they are a darker green, which I think matches better with my space. Okay. On the move. I really love these vintage style candlesticks. I already have a couple, but I might just get two more. Or should I do shorter ones? I really do like this.
Yeah. Oh man. Not looking forward to it.
I really like this picture a lot better. I feel like this might be a bit too dark, so I'm gonna do this one. Now I need some pulls for the Billy bookcase just to personalize it a little bit so it looks a less IKEA-ish. Obviously not those, although they are pretty. Like I love this one, but I'm thinking something a lot simpler. Oh, all these are kind of funky cool. This is my style, but I don't know about this color. Also, I think I need a knob and not like a pull. I don't know. Maybe something like this would be good. Ooh, I kind of feel like I like this, but there's no more, of course. This is like the best one I've seen so far, and there's no more. Okay, plan B. I don't like any of those. All right, back from Hobby Lobby, which by the way is my new favorite place because I find so many great decorative pieces for the low. I'm typically a HomeGoods girl, but HomeGoods, like, it really adds up. Like, if you don't like pay attention, it really adds up. And after spending hundreds of dollars in there and still feeling incomplete, I've just been resorting, to little places like Hobby Lobby, Amazon, because you know what, we really do sleep on Amazon a lot. I got these leather covers for these pillows that I keep on the green couch. I just been trying to find ways to style this darn green couch that I'm kind of like over. I want to like get a white couch. I'm sorry. I'm just over it. But I really do love how it looks right now because it's like fall. It's very, Also wearing this cashmere sweater, if you guys were wondering. It's from Quince. I love their little basic cashmere sweaters. I have them in pretty much all like their pretty colors. So I have this really nice icy blue. I have this really pretty dusty pink. And I have the cream one, I believe, and I have like this oxblood color, but I love them. It was a little bit too warm out today for it, but we're in that time of the year now where it's really chilly in the mornings and you really do need something warm, and then it gets super hot in the afternoons. So I was burning up for a little bit there, but I did wear shorts, so I think there was a little balance. But let's do a really quick Hobby Lobby haul and show you guys how I'm going to style these behind me. I do think they look so good, and this is the exact vibe I wanted. So I'm going to style the top, the shelves, and then below I'll put like the books and all the stuff that I have over there that I'm sure you can see on the table. But yeah, let's do a really quick haul. So I got this sculptural bowl, which I feel like these are going to be really nice to just place on the shelf. Definitely placed on top of something, so it could be a book or something of the sort. So I have that, and then I got this really pretty vase. I have one similar to this that I had purchased from Zara Home ages ago. From my Jersey City apartment, I had that thing. But this one is really, should I give you guys prices so you can see why I love Hobby Lobby? This is $12.99. If this were HomeGoods, it would have been something like $29.99. So that's kind of like the difference. This one retails for $14.99. Mine from Zara Home, which is pretty much the same quality as this, the finished interior, that like rough textured exterior. This is $14.99. I follow this interior designer on TikTok, and that's where she shops for like all her clients. So she's been putting me on. I got this little rock stone looking bowl. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this yet, but I always gravitate towards unique things because they're just so easy to just place around any space, and I feel like it goes with every and any decorating styles. So love that. You guys did see me get these candlesticks. I got these candlesticks. Wait, this little bowl thing was $6.49. $6.49. I mean, come on. I got these two candlesticks. They are $7.99 a piece. I think these are appropriately priced. They are so heavy. Like, I could do a whole workout. They're so heavy. So I have these. I might put some candles in there, depending on if they can like fit in the shelves, but I don't have to. I have this rustic little jug, and I think this is so pretty. I think it's gonna look great because it matches the shelves perfectly. And I got this one, which is very similar. So I once read somewhere in like a decor book that when decorating, always go for odd numbers. We have an even number here, but I figured it might work if I place them like separate from each other, So I have these two. I wish they had a third and maybe a different size, but they didn't. But they would have looked so nice together. I mean, I love doing that. I love styling like the same style, like vase and stuff together. Finally, from Hobby Lobby, well, the final two things are this little artwork. I hate a small artwork. You have no idea how much a small picture bothers me, but I do feel like they are great for styling your shelves. This might be a little bit too big to place, but we're gonna style it and see how it works. And it's just this was in the biblical section, so Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, it might be like a faith-based store, just because I see a lot of things with scriptures, inspirational quotes, biblical stuff all over. But this was in like their biblical, like their faith-based, their faith aisle. So I don't know if this is something biblical, like, I don't know. And then finally I got these stems, and I got 3, following that same rule again, because typically I would buy like 2 stems, but 3 is what I got. I'm just gonna do whatever. I feel like this should be here because of the fact that it's the only picture I have. And maybe put like one of these things here. Also, I'm gonna put some books on the shelf. They're not just gonna be decorative items. As you know, I have a lot of books that can definitely go on here. So, this giant one that needs to go at the top because I sized it based on that. Hey guys, happy Thursday. I'm at the apartment right now. I came over because I have a lot of work to do. With me hosting this past weekend, I really didn't get as much done. And I mean, it's okay. I always try to prioritize like guests or anything when they do come and visit. So I definitely do put work on the back burner. But I'm hoping that the brands will just, well, not brands. I only have one campaign that's really late, which is not really that late because it was due yesterday, and I'm gonna get it done today for sure. This workday is whooping my butt. Like, I'm so tired. You have no idea. I've been working nonstop for 9 hours. People don't realize just how many hours goes into like just creating content, editing that content, and then doing all the other stuff, like coming up with a caption and all that stuff and hashtags. And it's extremely stressful though, because for this month's like brand deals that I have a mixture of like regular Instagram and TikTok content and then YouTube. I don't do a lot of YouTube ads for that reason though, because it's too much like work to put an ad in a YouTube video, because it goes through several rounds of approvals and corrections, and by the time you're done editing, it doesn't make sense to even post it, because Yeah, so I don't really do a lot of YouTube ads just because I want to keep this space mainly for us. I will do a YouTube ad if I feel like it integrates nicely or it makes sense, but I'm not just gonna put any ad just to put an ad. I rather not. But I'm gonna get ready now to go back to the house. I really want to finish decorating the bookshelf. Well, it's decorated, but I want to put all the books back underneath because they're now laying all over the dining room. Hey guys, so today we're going to be making a seafood gumbo. So in front of you right now, we have all the ingredients. We have our shrimp, we have our snow crab, we have our andouille sausage, shredded chicken. You're gonna need some fresh parsley for garnish and to kind of throw a couple sprigs in the pot as well. Right here, green onions, white onions, a little bit of jalapenos just in this little area here, celery, green peppers, okra, and some yellow bell peppers as well. And finally, I have all my spices. I normally don't measure my seasonings. I kind of just sprinkle until my heart tells me to stop. So this right here is garlic powder. Actually, no, I'm lying. This is onion powder. This is cayenne pepper. This is garlic powder. This is Slap Yo Mama. This is a Creole seasoning blend. It really makes seasoning the gumbo really easy. And we have black pepper. And this little fun little trail here is bay leaves, which really helps to bring out the flavor. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna add a little oil to the bottom of the pan. I'm using avocado oil. I know some people use canola oil, but I just prefer avocado. And that's what I'm going to have heat up first. And then we're going to go in with our andouille sausage. And I don't really know why they do this, but I'm assuming because it gives flavor to the oil. Okay, I think we're done. Now we're going to add in the flour for our roux. This part is the scary part, but I promise you, just be patient. It's kind of scary, but I don't even have a whisk. We're gonna add in our flour now. I'm gonna see if I use all of this. I kind of doubt I will. I also don't want the oil to be too hot because you're gonna whisk this and get it pretty much to the color of my complexion. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna add in our peppers and everything, our onions, and it already smells so good. But once the veggies that we added prior have like sweated a little bit. We're now gonna add some seafood stock. I'm gonna start with a little, just to kind of get all the seasoning off the bottom of the pot first. Now I normally make my own stock, but because I'm filming, I thought I'd make my life a little bit easier myself and cheat with one of the steps, and I chose to sacrifice the seafood stock. So that's what we're gonna do for right now. So we're gonna add that chicken in there, all that good protein, which is why I love gumbos as well. You're just able to add so much protein and make it very nutritious. I'm also gonna add that sausage back in there. Head and add in all our spices, because at this point, it's all good. You wanna just keep a nice little movement in there. So sorry, I don't know what happened to the footage at this point, but we have added the crab, but only the crab. And I'm just skimming off the oil that flows to the top because I cannot stand that oily stuff, so I skim it all off. And we're just letting things simmer and really marry at this stage in time. I usually leave it covered, but at this point, typically the oil starts floating to the top and I just like to remove it. But yeah, that's the only update. And I did add a can of red Goya kidney beans. I feel like gumbo reminds me so much of stew peas, and I cannot have gumbo without the beans. but it's not traditionally used, I don't think. I add the shrimp last because you don't want them to be really rubbery and dry. I hate when that happens. So we're just gonna let this simmer for like 3 minutes, you guys, nothing crazy. And then we're gonna plate and eat. It looks so good. The most I would do right now is add some more fresh parsley, and that would really be the finishing touch. It's been days since I last saw you guys. I don't even remember the last time I vlogged, but I'm at the house, as you can see, and I've been here for the past couple of days just doing a bunch of little projects here and there. I think the last time you guys saw me though, we were working on like this shelving thing, which I'm still loving. I am obsessed with it. I'm going to do some other finishing touches though to kind of make it look less IKEA. For example, add like different pulls to the handles here. We do need to fill the holes because IKEA has those little hole things, which I appreciate because it gives you the ability to kind of do whatever kind of like spacing you want, but they also just look so tacky, so I do need to fill the holes and, you know, do little things here and there. I am considering adding like lights inside of it or even like over top them, just to kind of give it a more like, you know, ambient look and feel. But I'm just doing a bunch of stuff because as fall approaches, I'm getting like in that cozy season feeling, and I don't know, like I'm just wanting to like spruce things up, get things looking how I want. Also, lately I've just been like itching to like host. Like I want to host like dinner parties and things like that. So I'm buying a lot of things that I don't already have. And I know you guys are gonna be like, what, you don't have that stuff? Yeah, no I don't, because I don't really host a lot. I mainly just host like family and like close friends. So I don't really own little things like this. So I went to HomeGoods and I picked up a ton of really beautiful things, perfect for hosting. So I thought I would share with you guys really quickly. I also have a zit the size of my nose on my nose. Like it's so big. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm staying all the way back here. So I hope you guys can hear me because I don't have my microphone. But I got these beautiful crystal champagne flutes, and I love how sturdy and like not like flimsy they are. They're very heavy duty. I always buy my glasses from CB2 or Crate and Barrel, like those beautiful stores, and I always feel like they break so quickly. Granted, these will break if I drop them, but the CB2 ones, like I will be like cheersing too hard and it just cracks. So I got these ones and I love how, you know, heavy duty they are. So I got 8. Normally I would buy like things in set of 2s or 4s because it's just me and my little close people, right? But I got 8 because I do have the intention of like hosting soon. So 8 of these beautiful glasses. Oh my god, I think I let a fly in here or some kind of fly thingy. I was bringing all the bags in and I left the door open for a while. So yeah, I have 8 of these beautiful glasses. I also got these ones. These are like short glasses, perfect for cocktails or like, I don't know if this is the appropriate like size for whiskey. I do know like each beverage has its own glass, but I'm not gonna really get into that whole realm of things. I personally think you only need champagne flutes because you need a red wine glass and a white wine glass, and then you need like a glass for cocktails or like an old-fashioned or whiskey or things like that, and then you need a glass for shots. Those are kind of like, and then drinking glasses. I just feel like that's all we really need. So yeah, I got 8 of these as well, and they're perfect. I love the design on them. Utensil holder, which was very affordable. I believe it was like $4.99. I found it at the back of the store. And I also got this ice bucket, which I love. I love that it has that ribs kind of look, indented like look. so it matches like the glasses. So I really love this, and I don't have like a bar area yet, but I'm gonna put one behind this wall in the dining room, and this will just sit on top, maybe a really beautiful picture. Some miscellaneous things that I got though are this tea holder. It looks like this. I don't own one of these, which is crazy because I drink a lot of tea. So I love this, and it's a perfect amount of space. There's 5 slots here, so perfect for like my blend of teas. I love an English breakfast, I love a chai, I love a mint, I love a lemon ginger, and I love a sleepy time. So this is kind of like perfect for all the teas that I do drink. So that's that. Oh, for the bar area, I got this, what is this called? A cocktail shaker by the brand Cambridge, and it has drink recipes on it. So as I'm making the cocktails, I can just, well, I don't know if I'm going to be making cocktails per se, but I do love that the ingredients are on here. So if I'm going to do like a Moscow Mule, I can just get all the ingredients that it requires and just have it here. It also tells you what to garnish each drink with, so I love it. It has Negroni, Moscow Mule, margarita, and some others. So yeah, old fashioned, mint julep, and a martini. So yeah, I thought this was a really good buy. I have some other things behind me though that I'm not really sure if you guys are interested in, but I have these kitchen towels in this beautiful colorway. It's just black, well, black, but with like a really nice warm toned white cream shade, which goes very well with like the vibe that I'm going for. I got another colander in stainless steel because the one I have is white, and as you guys know, I recently got like stainless steel pots, so that fits with everything else. I got a grater because I don't have one, and this one came with a little catcher for when you grate. It can just drop in this little plate thing, which I might not use because it's plastic and I don't really like having plastic anything. I got some more napkins. These are linen, 100%, and they were a really good price as well. And finally, I got some olive oil. The camera rudely died on me, but I got a oil and vinegar kind of like dispensers. And I love that they're in the stained glass. I've been looking for these forever. Okay, the bar area is going to go right here. So I need something that's that low. Everything looks so good. And I love the vibe of these so much. I know they're gonna look so pretty in our hands and perfect with our champagne or rosé, whatever it is. And these are perfect for the bar area as well. Yeah, I also need to get a sideboard for the dining room. I still have not figured that out yet. The final thing I got from HomeGoods was this bench. It retails for $149. I really never buy anything from HomeGoods for them kind of price tag ever. But I saw this and I'm like, wow, this is very unique. I love that the seat area is like this tan, beautiful color. I'm thinking that this might replace our current entryway bench. I hate that there's a little area underneath it for you to put your shoes, because we ended up just using it to put all our shoes. So the hallway constantly looks messy. And I believe like the entryway of your home should just remain clean and clutter free. I don't like it. So I figured this would be better suited, because now we will actually use it for what it's supposed to be used for, to sit on, put our shoes on and off. And I want the shoes to all go into the closet, not in the hallway. So let's see how this looks. I had a facial done the other day and my esthetician had this very same light. I asked her for a link to order it immediately because it's amazing and it's controlled with a remote, which is nice because like when I'm filming, like a light like this is pretty nice. And then when I'm in here like editing, I can put it on this mode, but I can also make it golden, you know, so it looks like the moon and it's so pretty. And I'm gonna put you guys like this is it now. Okay, so now I have you guys on like the closet so you guys can see how it just changes the temperature. So this is cool. Then I can make it really golden, which comes in handy for filming if I'm being honest. Now I have you guys on me, so let's see how it works or how well it looks. So now we have it really, really bright on like the medium temperature. Blue light on black women, no. This is too bright, washes me out completely. Now, somewhere here is the sweet spot. This is too warm. This is kind of like where we stay. And then now I can lower it. Now on nightlight mode, it's really dim and pretty and just perfect for like when I'm in here editing. I'm sure in the night it's gonna look even nicer because it has the backlight. But I think for like nightlight mode, I want it to be a little bit more moon-like. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Only issue now is keeping this somewhere safe because I will lose it. Okay, sorry, I feel like I am on call because Hurricane Melissa touches down in Jamaica today. It's 5 hours out. I'm still in contact with like my grandparents and stuff, but I do anticipate like as the storm gets closer, they're gonna just shut the power lines down, so I won't be able to reach them. I'm worried, but I'm also like, I feel good knowing that, you know, I still have a lot of like uncles and aunts in the country, so they're not like alone. And I believe like 1 or 2 neighbors are staying with them. But I'm trying to be positive because I know, I don't even know why I'm crying. Like, I'm just in my head and I always like assume the worst. Sorry guys, you know, those 2 people there are like my everything, so it's just hard. Alright guys, I hate crying on camera. It's like one of the worst things, but I remaining positive. I know they'll be okay, and I know I'm gonna see them in a couple weeks and it's going to be fine. Before we close out, I figured I'd show you guys a little something that I saw on TikTok by, I believe her name is Akila. Why can't I think of her name? I really want to pronounce her name correctly, but she is like my Meghan Markle. Her name is Akila Relaford Gold. She has like these wonderful homemaking tips. She is just gorgeous.
I'm Akila Relaford Gold, founder, host, creator, and a modern-day homemaker. I've been documenting my life as a mother, businesswoman.
Okay, I will put her account on the screen. She makes really great content about homemaking and just these little hacks about hosting and all of that. Just a really great account to follow if you're interested in that. I've learned so much from her, and you guys know how much I love home things anyways. I love to cook, but that's about it. I've never really learned about like hosting and things of that nature, so I love following accounts that can really fill in those gaps for me. I got a pair of mitt today from Cuisine Art, and they're just beautiful. They're brown, matches like the wood tones in the house. So I love it. Was it a need? No, but it was $7, so I got that. But what I'm going to show you though, you're probably wondering why we have some toilet paper here. Well, let me get the mic out of the way. I saw this hack about putting napkins around the toilet paper rolls, and then you place them in like your guest bathroom or like your powder room, and I thought that was such a cool hack. So I got this napkin design. It's like a cream with some florals along the edges, and then I got this one, which is like this really dark green, beautiful color, and this is my favorite one. So basically, you take a napkin. I also got a basket as well, and this is going to be used to put the toilet paper rolls in. So basically you're gonna take the napkin and I was hoping that it would be bigger than this. Is it? No. Okay, so you basically take the toilet paper roll and you like wrap the toilet paper in it. I'm gonna give you guys a better angle. Oh, this is gonna look so good. I chose the right print. Like that. Oh wow, this is such a neat hack. If I ever went to someone's house and saw this, I would just die. Like, it's so cute. How adorable. I love it. I could have done that one neater, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna place that in the basket. And I figured I could mix it up. With another print. This may not work though because it's small. It's like, it's not long enough. Yeah, so you definitely cannot use, I believe these are cocktail napkins. Yeah, you can't use cocktail napkins. You need to use dinner napkins. Didn't know, I didn't realize, but it's okay. I don't mind using just the green. This is my favorite one anyways. I could also return those, but I feel like we all need napkins, right? So I'll keep it. Okay. So to secure it, I'm just tucking the excess paper into the hole. But if you didn't want to do that, you could just tape it and act as if you're wrapping a present. But I'm not gonna do that. But perfect, and I can fit 2 rolls side by side. I was kind of worried about that. I guess every season, like, I can swap out the napkins, you know? So for the fall, winter, this will be the ones that I use. Because right now, we keep the extra toilet paper for the powder room, like, in the drawers. But now I can keep them out, which is even better. So when we run out, like, they can just grab one themselves. But these are super adorable. Love this hack. Thanks, Akila, for teaching me, because this is adorable. I will be doing this for the rest of my days. This is just adorable. Adorable, adorable, adorable.